And we were talking about Ilyasova. There's a reason his field goal percentage went up last season. It wasn't necessarily better shooting. It was probably better shot selection.
And I think the scheme played to his strengths. Lots of ball movement, penetration, kicking out to open spot-up shooters. Ersan showed us that's his kind of game.
Pass to Gordon. There's a screen. Off the screen. And slam dunk by Harris.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
So it's Orlando now after the basket by Detroit. Payton passes to Harris. Picked by Vucevic. 6 to shoot. And Oladipo kicks to Harris. High arcing shot. No good. Great D that time from Jennings. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Feeds it to Morris. The Pistons need to get off a shot here. And there's the 3-second violation. Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Pacers in Indiana. Picked by Vucevic. And it's Harris off the drive. And stolen by Drummond. And there's the call on Tobias Harris. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Jennings. There's a screen. He dishes it to Morris. There's the three. Drummond passes to Ilyasova. Back to Drummond. Out to Morris. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. The Magic trailed by 3. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Watson, he's checked in for Orlando. Now, here's Watson. To the middle. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. A wide open look here for Oladipo. Once again off the mark, Orlando. No one near Jennings as he lets it fly. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. The feed to Harris. Gordon with a screen on Drummond. Harris kicks to Oladipo. Now the pass to Vucevic. Looking to end the drought. Big step last year for Vucevic's offense, Clark. Unstoppable at times, both on the blocks and facing up.
Vucevic is a real outstanding future all-star front court. Rebounds at a high rate in traffic and out of his area. Finishes, faces up. This kid has a lot of upside. I really like his game.
Outside Jennings from downtown. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Vucevic down low. Defended by Drummond. Vucevic with the bucket. Detroit's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Outside Jennings. Shot clock at 6. And the wide open shot from Morris. Off target with his 3. Oladipo with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. And it's Harris off the drive. And he hits it to tie the game up. Pistons have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now here's Jennings. He's covered by Watson. Jennings with the bucket. For Orlando, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Watson kicks to Harris. Watson, the pass to Vucevic. Watson dishes to Vucevic. Puts it up from 12. Rebound, Detroit. Jennings kicks to Morris. Right side, Jennings. He feeds it to Drummond. And stolen by Harris. Wide open look. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Watson's got his first 2 points of the night. So for the Pistons, their last game a loss to Phoenix. Now Jennings. He's got 7. Morris against Harris. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Drummond. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Andre Drummond is a big guy. At the NBA Draft Combine, he measures 7 feet tall with a 7'7" wingspan. And he tipped the scales at 280 pounds. That's a super heavyweight, my friends.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Channing Frye's checked in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja comes in for Harris. And Evan Fournier subbed in for Oladipo. Now here's Vucevic. Cannot hit. Now here's Jackson. He's covered closely. Kicks to Caldwell Pope. Back to Jackson. It's stolen by Watson. To the inside. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And the Pistons making a change here. Baines is checked in. Detroit's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Outside Jackson. He kicks it to Tolliver. 6 to shoot. And the 3 ball is good. Caldwell Pope's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And on the topic of Andre Drummond, Greg, there are a few guys in the league who combine his kind of size with the type of athleticism he possesses. Fast up and down the floor, quick off his feet, even sports a little hang time. I mean, the guy's got a full package athletic.
You talk about the raw physical tools, and you factor in the 2 things as a big that I really value: great hands and quick feet, and he's got that going for him. So you can't go through him, you can't go around him, and you certainly can't go over him. I mean, what's left?
We can only hope to contain him, as they say. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Vucevic. And that one's good. Fournier's got his first points in this one. Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Caldwell Pope. And the call will be against Fournier. That is his first foul of the game. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Jackson. Tolliver for 3. Pistons keep it alive. Outside Jackson. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. The dish to Caldwell Pope. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession.
you could tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
Lets the three fly. No luck. So Orlando will take it the other way. To the paint. Fournier. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
Johnson's shot is off.
Excellent. Really solid job, actually, by the defense to get in his way as he was going up for that one.
Watson dishes to Dedmon. Misses from close range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And here's Jackson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Caldwell Pope kicks to Baines. Stolen away. And here's the fast break. Watson leading the way. Here's Fournier. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Orlando?
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Tolliver kicks to Baines. That's good. For Orlando, they've gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. There's a good screen to the right side. Fournier for three. Detroit with the rebound.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
There's no doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Here's Azania. Here's Fournier. Inside. Fry. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Caldwell Pope kicks to Tolliver. 6 on the shot clock. The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
That's straight up Showtime stuff right there, baby. Major highlight reel material.
Watson for three. No good on that last second attempt. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Magic lead by 1. And will return shortly. And we welcome you back to more NBA action. Players looking hydrated and plenty of Gatorade to help them get their job done tonight. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Really active hands early on here as they're able to acquire several steals.
Well, they've really been aggressive, guys, on defense, and it's paid off, so why stop? Keep it up.
On the floor for Detroit, Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Ilyasova out there with Aaron Baines. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Marcus Morris is checked in for Johnson. And both free throws good for Fry.
You know, Channing Frye signed a 4-year, $32 million contract in 2014. And in the very first leg of that contract, promptly had his worst season in 5 years. In fact, he even lost his starting job along the way.
Here's Jackson. That's good. Jackson's got his first 2 points. Screen by Smith. From 7, the shot is off. And the Pistons now going the other way. We're talking about Channing Frye last year. The three-point shot still there for the second straight season, Greg. He hit the second most threes among power forwards again, landing it back at Kevin Love.
Yeah, and offensively fine, but that defense, Kevin, was not there. And Fry was neither quick enough or aggressive enough to stop anyone. And you know he has the talent. It's up to him. He's got to dig a little deeper if he really wants to realize his potential.
Here's Morris following the bucket by Orlando. Passes to Baines. Jackson kicks to Jennings. That misses. Had a chance to tie it there. Magic leading by 3. Here's Napier. Looking for his first basket still in this one.
Even though it went down, I don't think that's the kind of look they should be settling for.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right. Now here's Jennings. 7 points in the game. And here's Morris for 3. Again, the miss by Morris. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Magic making a switch here. Harris is checked in. Detroit also making some changes. Drummond's checked in for Aaron Baines. And it's Jody Meeks in for Reggie Jackson. Now here's Jennings. Pass to Meeks. Fires from deep. Good.
Jody Meeks.
Meeks got 8 points.
And you know, he's going to continue to vary those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Here's Oladipo. And it's denied. Jennings kicks to Morris. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. Morris has got the game tied up here for the Pistons. Pass to Fry. Screen by Smith. Now here is Harris. Feeds it to Napier. Down low. Smith the pass to Fry. Rebound by the Pistons. Drummond's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jennings dishes to Morris. And that one hits back iron.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Napier kicks to Harris. Fires from the corner. Rebound by Ilyasova.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
For the Magic, Vucevic checked in for Smith. Aaron Gordon comes in for Channing Frye. And it's Payton in for Shabazz Napier. Oladipo goes in. The wide open look here for Vucevic. That one's all good. Now he's 3 for 5 from the field.
And Detroit with a 32-50 record last season. They didn't have any help from the schedule. They had a total of 22 back-to-back series on the year, tied for most in the league.
And Detroit has possession. The Magic getting the bucket. Drummond sets the screen for Jennings. Out to Morris. 3-pointer. That's good. Morris has got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Here's Vucevic. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Jennings passes to Ilyasova. Over in the corner, Meeks. Out to Morris. Over to the wing. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Orlando Magic coming to this one following a loss to Indiana. And Oladipo has it in the corner. The drive by Vucevic. No good. The Pistons go the other way with it. Morris against Oladipo. Back to Morris. Kicks it out to Jennings. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. So for the Pistons, Tolliver comes in for Ilyasova. And it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope in for Morris. Now here's Oladipo following the miss by Jennings. Harris dishes to Vucevic. Payton up top. Drummond working against Vucevic. And that one's good. Vucevic has got 4 points this quarter. Jennings with the ball. He's got 7. Drummond a screen. Jennings drives in. And guys, Brandon Jennings, some people love his chaotic game. Some can't stand it. One of the more polarizing talents in the NBA.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever shoot for an efficient percentage or become a lockdown defender, Kevin. He's an offensive catalyst. He pushes the action and he'll go on scoring binges, but I think he does more good than bad with his style of play.
The Magic making a switch here. Hezonja's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Johnson's checked in. Payton against Jennings. Payton kicks to Vucevic. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And talking about Brandon Jennings, he has an endless bag of tricks. Keeping the ball literally on a string, makes behind the back, no look, and off the backboard passes few players would even try. That unpredictability, though, can make him difficult to check and often forces defenders into positions from which they can't recover.
Jason Smith, he's checked in for Orlando. Up top, Jennings, covered by Payton. Jennings kicks to Caldwell-Pope. Right wing. Here's Tolliver. Detroit, no good that time either.
You know, Brandon Jennings is that rare type of difference maker, a guy who can jumpstart your offense without turning the ball over. That's a valuable asset when you're trying to line up the W.
Here's Payton. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And the Magic lead by 6.
The number of points they've scored in the paint already today is pretty eye-opening.
It really is, Clark. The defenders need to do a better job of closing those lanes to the hoop.
Drummond with a screen on Oladipo. That shot by Caldwell-Pope, no good.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
Here's Hezonja. The 3. And that one's good. And now it's a 9-point Magic lead.
And nice job again that time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Well, Clark, you follow international basketball so much, and Mauro Hezonja isn't a new name to you.
No, it's not, but I'm actually looking forward to seeing him do things in the NBA. Only played sparingly up until now, but the talent and skills he possesses, they get your attention.
Well, Hezonja has been playing as a pro since his 14th birthday.
Yeah, it happens that way in Europe.
Jackson, who's checked in for the Pistons. Pistons trailed by 9.
And with Hezonja, it is all about what he might do in the future. He has great athleticism, very good size at his position, and already has great skill in terms of scoring the basketball.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush.
You know what I like most about Hezonja is how much he believes in his own ability. He has tremendous confidence. Before the draft, he said he felt he should be the first pick overall. That's confidence, folks.
And for Reggie Jackson, the league is going the right way in terms of his skill set. Everyone loves the guard who can shoot well enough to bust the zone as well as make plays for others and at the rim. And Jackson is that guy.
Now here's Payton. Now Vucevic. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo, the pass to Smith. From 17 feet out. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And back to Jackson. He really took on the playmaker role after being traded to the Pistons. As a Detroit player, he averaged over 9 assists a game, Clark, which would have put him 4th overall in the league had it been for a full campaign.
Loved his aggressiveness, which led to opportunities for his teammates, but it also led to turnovers. That part of his game he's got to tighten up.
Magic leading by 7. And there's the feed to Vucevic. The turnaround jumper. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. Vucevic has got the lead up to 9 now for Orlando. Here's Jackson. Kicks it out to Johnson. Now the pass to Caldwell Pope. The Pistons working the ball around now. And the shot is good from Johnson.
Well, they're not shooting as many from outside here in the second quarter.
They were shooting well early on. I like their spacing. I think they should get back to that.
Now here's Payton. Vucevic dishes to Smith. Here's Oladipo. Plenty of space. Not enough on that one as it misses. Jackson with it. Now Payton defending. The drive by Jackson. That's good. Now just a 5-point Magic lead. Passes it to Hezonja. Vucevic is screen on Johnson. And Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got 7 now in this quarter.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
Yeah, you know, sometimes that can be a mistake. But they weren't shooting it especially well early on, so I think it makes sense to shy away from the triple.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Up in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. You know, Vucevic, guys, has been exceptional.
And the approach in that first half was an aggressive one. Take it to the teeth of the defense, put them on the heels, and you're either going to score or get to the line.
And mostly he's been getting to the line, guys. I mean, he has the free throw total to show for it, as well as the bumps and bruises.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA.
Looking at the numbers for Vucevic, he's got 16 points, and 4 of his points have come at the foul line. He's made the most of those opportunities.
And you can't undervalue the importance of that. Many times a game comes down to which team wins the free throw battle.
Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Elfrid Payton is out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Vucevic in the center, filling out the middle. That's who's out there for Orlando.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Jennings with the bucket.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Now here's Vucevic. Basket number 8 for him on 13 tries. That's 62% so far.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
It's taken away by Payton. And it's sent back by Drummond. And here we go with Morris, running it up the court. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And here is Payton. He dishes it to Vucevic. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Jennings passes to Morris. Oh, went in there and tried to power it down, but drew contact. He'll head to the line.
Marcus Morris is nicknamed Mook. He has a twin brother, older by 7 minutes, named Markeith. Both brothers played at Kansas, drafted 13th and 14th in the same year. Eventually played for the same pro team. That is joined at the hip.
And looking at the Morris brothers' careers through last season, the one area they haven't been joined at the hip in is in performance. Markeith has shown steady improvement over his first 4 years. Marcus Morris has had a very up and down start to his career.
And you know, Kevin, Marcus has talent. He has versatility. He just hasn't found his role. It's time for him to step out of his brother's shadow and really establish who he is as a player.
Here is Jennings. After the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. 3 on the clock. Ilyasova dishes to Drummond. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
And, you know, coaches just love players who they can count on to give that effort defensively.
And he clearly is one of those guys, Greg. We saw it right there. Nice work forcing that miss.
And it's Gordon missing.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Payton kicks to Fournier. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here we go, one-on-one. It's taken away by Payton. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. And a switcher also for Detroit. Aaron Baines, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Now here's Jennings. He's got 10. He feeds it to Ilyasova. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish.
Gordon with a screen on Jennings. Payton passes to Gordon. No good off the pick.
Oh, nice play on D. Got that hand in the face and prevented him there from getting an easy look.
Exactly. Alert and aware. Really reacted quickly to that shot attempt. Looking at the game for me, he's got 8 points, and he's hit the mark twice from three-point range as well.
And Clark, it's no stretch to say the more points he gives them from beyond the arc, the better off they'll be.
Watson, he's checked in for Payton.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
Watson dishes to Gordon. Smith outside. Shot off the screen. Off the iron that time.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Out left to the wing. The 19-foot shot. That's good from Ilyasova on the assist by Jennings. And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And guys, Brandon Jennings last season looked like he was finally becoming more efficient. He shot at the upper range of his career field goal percentage from 3 and the free throw line. And then suddenly the Achilles ended his season at 41 games played. Really unfortunate.
Here's Fournier. 6 points for him. Orlando moving the ball around. Watson kicks to Smith. It's good, and Watson picking up the assists. Watson's got 3 assists now in this one.
Just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's Jennings. He's got 10. In the corner, Ilyasova with it. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
Here's Watson after the basket by Detroit. Smith, the pass to Fournier. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. And it's Meeks with the rebound. Pistons trailed by 3. Outside Jennings. Here's the screen. Kicks to Meeks. Dishes it to Ilyasova. And the baseline jumper, no good.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
At the elbow, Smith. Gordon dishes to Watson. He kicks it to Harris. Here's Fournier. He has 6. From outside, off the mark. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Jennings drives in. The kick out to Ilyasova. That is good. Ilyasova's got 8 points. Now here's Watson. Harris outside. Screen by Smith. And Fournier kicks to Smith. Here we go, all alone. The coast-to-coast dunk.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Time called here. The Magic decide to talk it over.
Just not happy with how his team is playing, and they just have been on the wrong side of this run.
Yeah, and you know what, Greg? Sometimes just a pause in the action, which is what a timeout can give you, is enough to change things around.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic, he's checked in for Jason Smith. Fry comes in for Aaron Gordon. Hezonja, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Evan Fournier.
That's his first personal foul.
And one thing about Nikola Vucevic, he owns the boards. Posted a top 10 double-digit average in each of the past 3 seasons. Plus, he's equally adept on both the offensive and defensive glass.
Well, Greg, you were talking about watching Vucevic. He doesn't have the athleticism to beat people to the ball on rebounds, but Clark, he does have an exceptional, ability to box out well. He's got that long reach. He can make steals.
Good technique, really great size, and a hunger to chase down the rebound, so you don't have to jump high to rebound effectively. As a matter of fact, Kevin, most outstanding rebounders are not high risers. They're quick jumpers, they're strong, and they pursue the pumpkin.
That's a good point. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Johnson. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Pistons.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
Yeah, but they've been offensive defensively tonight because they've really forced the issue on D and come up with quite a few steals and deflections.
The kick out to Oladipo. And pushing it up is Detroit. The Pistons again in transition. And he gets it to go. Now it's a 4-point Piston lead.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
There's Azania. He's got 7.
That was not a simple rebound. He made it look easy, but he did a good job in bodying up his man.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
There's the dish to Watson. Vucevic to the pass to Hazania. And Watson has it in the corner. The drive by Vucevic. The rebound by Caldwell Pope. Pistons leading by 4. To the middle. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 4 assists now tonight.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Jackson with it. 8 points for him. Shot clock at 6. Johnson, a wide open look. His 3-pointers off the mark.
That's a look you cannot pass up. It's also one you shouldn't miss. And that's how the coach would draw it up on the fast break from start to finish.
Yeah, and what a finish it was, guys. Really nicely done.
There's the pick. Baines dishes to Caldwell Pope. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Caldwell Pope's got 9.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Watson kicks to Vucevic. The kick out to Oladipo. Back to Vucevic. Low block shot. And again, it's Orlando converted.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Jackson kicks to Caldwell Pope. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jackson. Pass to Ilyasova. A second chance effort. Baines. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Catching up on the changes for Orlando. Aaron Gordon, who's checking in for Fry. Tobias Harris comes in for Hazania. And it's Elfrid Payton in for C.J. Watson.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And we've reached the end of the 3rd. Pistons ahead. They're up by 7. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final. And welcome back to the 2K Sports broadcast of the NBA, celebrating Martin Luther King Day. Pistons leading by 7. And on the floor for Detroit here in the 4th. Jennings runs the point with Jackson flanking him. Andre Drummond is out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Meeks in at the small forward spot. Out to Morris. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the Magic. Harris has got his third rebound tonight. Here's Gordon. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's on Reggie Jackson. And for Aaron Gordon, so much fanfare entering the 2014 draft, selected 4th overall, which was actually a couple of slots higher, I think, Greg, than many experts thought.
I agree. And, you know, a lot of people obviously liked him, but Orlando clearly loved him and had very high hopes for this young man. And, of course, the injured foot, only 11 games a season ago and never really got back on track.
Jennings passes to Drummond. That falls. Great assist by Brandon Jennings. And the Pistons lead by 8.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
And, you know, getting back to Aaron Gordon, his defense is really what had scouts most excited. He has the rare combination of strength, lateral quickness, and ups to defend multiple positions.
And both free throws good for Vucevic.
And talking about Aaron Gordon, everyone knew coming in that he was kind of unrefined. You're betting on his upside and hoping that he develops a consistent shot. And, boy, if he does, you're talking about a guy who could become a perennial all-star.
Morris with the bucket.
And you know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
Payton kicks to Vucevic. No good. Good D by Drummond. Pistons leading by 8. Jackson with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. The drive by Jennings. And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Here's Harris. Count that one.
The heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
The Pistons have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Outside Jackson. Drummond a screen. Gordon against Morris. Pass to Meeks. Gordon with the defensive effort. The Magic trailed by 6. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
Detroit making a switch here. Ilyasova's checked in. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. And Victor Oladipo, after a solid rookie campaign, really took it up a notch last season, even after missing Clark the first 9 games with that facial fracture.
I love this kid's gravitas. I mean, he's got a presence about him. His percentages improved across the board, field goal, 3-point free throws. But I like his work ethic and his confidence.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Jason Smith, he's checked in for Vucevic. Hezonja comes in for Tobias Harris. Fournier's checked in for Victor Oladipo. And it's Watson in for Payton.
In talking about Victor Oladipo's improvement, a lot of it has to do with his work ethic. Also his pregame film studies, something his college coach absolutely raved about. And all of that showed up for him big time last season.
Now Watson gets the three-pointer to fall.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge, Greg. And when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And it's Drummond with the jam.
Punches it down with pop.
Rubs it in. It looks like a little deeper with the hanging finish.
I tell you what, they're not backing off at all, are they?
And that one's good.
And you know, back to Oladipo, we always talk about five-star phenoms coming out of high school. He was just a three-star guy. He's had to work for everything he's gotten, and I think that served him well. He's got a hunger and drive that you can't manufacture.
Here's Jennings. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for two. Jennings has got 4 this quarter.
The shot quality is very good here, and they're making most of them this half.
Yeah, converting at a really high level. The field goal percentage continues to creep upward.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part, and I'm not talking about leaving college.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And Fournier kicks to Gordon. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
At the line, shooting 2. Aaron Gordon.
First one falls for. That one misses. Pistons leading by 5. And Meeks kicks to Morris. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Fournier dishes to Smith. And here's Watson. 5 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. And stolen by Jennings. Gordon. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money up and not giving up the and one.
He's perfect from the line this time. For Detroit, they've gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Outside Jennings. Drummond a screen. Shot clock at 6. The drive by Jennings. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Channing Frye's checked in for Orlando. Watson kicks to Smith. It's good, and Watson picking up the assist. 6 points for Smith. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Feeds to Meeks. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Screen by Smith. And Fournier kicks to Smith. And stolen by Jennings. Now Detroit moving it up. Morris passes to Ilyasova. To the right side. Here is Jennings. Clock at 6. Shoots from 8. And it's Drummond missing. The Magic trailed by 3. Here's Fournier. And again, it's Orlando converting. The Pistons have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Ilyasova sets a screen for Jennings. The feed to Ilyasova. That's good.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Vucevic checked in for Smith. Tobias Harris comes in for Hazan. Oladipo, he's checked in for Fournier. And it's Payton in for C.J. Watson. Here's Vucevic. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Jennings against Payton. Some room here for Jennings. Detroit, no good that time either.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Payton dishes to Vucevic. Oladipo for three. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Jennings kicks to Drummond. It's hauled in by Harris. Harris has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Brandon Jennings gets the whistle that time. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Well, it was a slow start to his rookie year for Payton, but he came along very strong.
Yeah, it looked really good for the Magic down the stretch. Even recorded his first triple-double. I think there will be more of those in his career.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
It's back to Jennings. Meeks passes to Drummond. Vucevic with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Vucevic. Four on the clock. Jennings dishes to Drummond. And stolen by Fry. And up the court come the Magic on the break. Harris kicks to Fry. And he misses the go-ahead basket. Detroit's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Down low. Morris. And it's blocked.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far. I tell you, you gotta love his aggressiveness finishing inside like that.
Well, his leaping ability, Clark, gives him a great advantage.
And that's why they look to get him the ball around the rim. It's either a dunk or free throws every time.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. Nice game. Great performance by Nikola Vucevic.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
In the break, guys, I listened in on Stan Van Gundy's huddle. They've been getting torched with all these shots from long range, and he simply said, we can't lose track of their shooters, guys. We're over-helping inside, and it's leaving them wide open. Can they make the adjustment, guys?
And as always, Doris, thank you. Shot clock at 6. Ilyasova can't hit.
Those are chances. Almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Floats one. Payton, that's good. And now a 4-point Orlando lead. Outside Jennings. Morris a screen. Shot to stop the run. And it's Brandon Jennings with the 3. Jennings has got 9 points here in the second half. Payton outside. Vucevic down low. Working on Drummond. Here's Fournier. The pass to Vucevic. And it's Orlando with another.
He has really punished these defenders today. No matter who's been on him, he's been giving them medicine.
The drive by Jennings. And he gets it to go. Jennings has got 9 points in the quarter.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Harris kicks to Vucevic. Vucevic gets double teamed. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Nails the tray.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Here we go, all alone. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Take a look at what Fournier's been doing. He's got 8 points and the 1 steal.
It's the first, and that puts them up by 5. And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
Those foul shots put them that much more in the driver's seat.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're behind by 6. There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, what do you think?
Yeah, time, a huge factor right now. They've got to get points and then the foul.
Yeah, it has to be quick because every tick is critical.
Jennings against Payton. Jennings passes to Morris. They get a hand on it. The shot and game clock separated by 4. And now we've got the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Tobias Harris.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They're losing by 8. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Jennings kicks to Ilyasova. That one wide left.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Now, here's Watson. And so it's Orlando winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, and I thought good execution really played a big part throughout.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for tuning in. And now time to go to Ernie Johnson, who's alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.